All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? Hopefully, for first and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall blessing y'all day. By His mercies, we are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house has body, and two, we're naturally alive, man. You know what it is too. Uh, you know what? It's kind of like I was just feeling because a lot of times too is around the. I was just meditating on it because like whole Maccabees with Nicanor type of thing, man. But I want to get into this, man, too, man, because and shout out to brother Kwame Call and Shalimah and and brother Akawar and brother Elijah and things of that nature. But I remember what brother Kwame Call said one time in a video, one time in that camp, man. He said, listen, a lot of times what is deemed as weakness in this world, but it's really strength with the Most High house, y'all, man. It's really let's just grab that real quick, man, because and this is aspect of it, man, about I just want to grab this real quick, man, because it's all so we're gonna talk about like Cain and all that stuff, man. We're just gonna go into it real quick, man. But let me see. Um, let's grab that First Corinthians right quick. Let's go First Corinthians. Yeah. First Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So one of the things too, man, you know why? Because I think the brother Kwame Call, he had said this one time too. He said, listen, what's considered strength in this you know, world is weakness to the Most High Yahushua, or what's weak in the eyes of this world, man. Because I was actually talking about this with a student the other day, man. Like how you don't need the art of letting things slide. How you always need to respond to things of that nature. Like you don't need to always quote unquote clap back, or like the shade room type of stuff, or like always gotta get that get back, like they say, man. You always need to know. There's times and situations, times to respond, times to know. It's times and season for everything. But that's what I was kind of explaining to her. But that's the thing too, because I was just literally reading Second Maccabees 8 real quick, because I was just reflecting on meditating on Nicanor a little bit, but also too, like the brother Kwame Call said, man, like in Shalimah, it says, listen, a lot of times, why do you think there's gonna be a few ways of the world is we is things that strong in this world is weak to Most High, and vice versa. And things that are strong in this world is weak to the Most High, man. Because I want to go into like being unmerciful, or being like or ungracious and things, and being merciful, being gracious, or letting things slide, things like that. That's weak in the in this world's eyes, but it's strength in Most High Yahushua's eyes, man. And I want to go into that real quick, man, because it's just all goes into how even this all goes into how really that's how really Cain was. He was really of he was the wicked one. He was really of that, he was just of the merciful and gracious. That's why. But this all goes into him being the fugitive, things of that nature, man. Let's get Second Maccabees real quick, man. Let's look at this real quick, man. Second man, I'm gonna get this in the other one. Cause yeah, this all ties in together, man. God, that's why Yahusha said, "Well, my words are spirit." You gotta look at this spiritually, man. He tells you the end from the beginning, man. And it's all even the video we just did, when I talked about some the wire things, and that's how the word is, or like some it's all the that's why I tells you end from the beginning from the end, or it just the people is it's the same spirit, whether it's righteously or wickedly, but done by different people, acted on by different people, or people doing the same things, but just different people, So let's grab this too, man, because this is because this, how this is how this all ties into Cain. And if you want to really look at it, it says, as for this one's spiritual tip, Second Maccabees chapter 8 verse 34. As for the most ungracious Nicanor, who had brought 1,000 merchants to buy the Jews. So yeah, so listen, notice how it says the ungracious Nicanor. It said the merchant by Jews. He was, because this is when Judas, they went to war, and they end up capturing him, and they end up winning the war, getting the victory against Nicanor and his army. But as for the most ungracious Nicanor, who had brought 1,000 merchants to buy the Jews, he was though in the help of the Lord. He was through through the help of the Lord, brought down by them, on whom he made the least account, and putting off his glorious apparel and discharging his company, he became like a fugitive servant through the midland unto Antioch, and having very great dishonor, for he that had his host was destroyed. So see, exactly. So listen, but notice how I say he was a fugitive and a servant. That's what I really want to focus on. Let's go to Genesis 4 real quick, man, because yeah, man, because he was of that wicked one. He was of the he was damn out of that seed. Of course, well, he was a heathen. He was the Most High House's enemy, and he was our enemy. But of course, even in that, he was just of that, man. But notice how I say he became a fugitive, man, because he was ungracious. He was because really much all Exodus 34:6, Numbers 14:18, Jeremiah 9:24. Those are all qualities and stuff Abel had, and the opposite, that's what Cain had, man. But notice how I said Nicanor was a fugitive. Now, we know on the natural tip, of course, he was fugitive in war. He was just no. It happened to one of King Jeconiah at the end of 2 Kings, man. He was, it was just more of a shame because, listen, he was a king. Now he was a servant, man. Now, and even how they treated him there, man. He had to get an allowance, man. The king, you had to get allowance. But see, that's why the Most High says, listen, he removed the kings. He brings down the high and mighty, man. He brings he can raise the beggar up from the dunghill and set him on high. He can bring the high low. So he did that with Nebuchadnezzar, had him eating grass. So we've seen it all throughout history, and all he's going to do. But in the future as well. But here's going back to the point of Nicanor being a fugitive, man. He was because he was ungracious, evil, wicked. So Genesis chapter 4 verse 14. Behold, there thou hast driven me out of this day from the face of the earth. For thy face shall be hid. I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. It shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. So see, but even that, man, but he knows how Nicanor, he kind of I think he ended up dying, but in that aspect he was just a servant, but even though but pretty much, man, even though that's all I say, through mercy we are consumed, but even that though, Cain was still dead at the pretty much, man, because the Most High, Yahweh just stopped dealing with him, man. Naturally he was alive, but spiritually he was dead, and he knew what his judgment was going to be. So and that goes and show you, listen, how, even when we talk about forgiveness, a lot of times too, that forgiveness dynamic isn't always the same. Yeah, even the Most High Yahweh with Cain, Saul, Esau, things of that nature. Yeah, but he's, listen, I can forgive you, but I don't fool with you no more. I would really say Cain and Saul because I'm not sure about but yeah, man, yeah, I'm not sure about Esau, but that's neither here nor there. But I can forgive you, but I just don't fool with you no more. Yeah, I'm not. You don't have my access to me anymore. You don't have my spirit anymore. It's Pulp Fiction, man. Vane Graham said to Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction. I always think about that when I think of Cain and Abel, man, and the story came, man. Probably what the Most High House has said to him, because remember what Vane Graham said to Bruce Willis' character in Pulp Fiction? He said, listen, as far as you and me, there is no you and me no more. You lost your LA privileges. So and Bruce Willis had to flee town, similar to how Cain had to get out of there. He got out of Eden. It's all right, cool. So that's just is what it is too, and and we know Cain. So part of the reason that's Cain started the flood, and many it's not like we said, he tells the end from the beginning, just like Yahushua said, as the days was Noah, what was going on in the days of Noah, what we see now, the earth will filled with violence. So when brothers killing each other, man, it's the same thing was going on with Noah, man. I actually remember watching a movie filled with it was some whitewash movie with Noah in it, but in the beginning it had a war scene or just people killing each other. That was going on now. What we see here, nothing really different now. So but yeah, man, but notice how it said, behold, thou hast driven me out of this day from the face of the earth, from thy face shall I be hid. I shall be as a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. So yeah, so But pretty much, man, that was from mercy from Most High Yahshua that he didn't even get killed. Because that actually a lot of times too, people like that are murdered. Because one Cain was just a murderer of heart, and he did it, and he actually was murdered. A lot of times murderers get that too. Like they feel like after they do it, somebody's gonna kill them, or they get that those nightmares. Though, like that's all the Most High Yahshua is doing, man. Because I remember watching Watchmen for Israel, and they said it was like a leader, a game member. Like after he killed somebody, he said, "Listen, like I had a dream, it kept haunting me, man. Actually, pretty much. Well, if y'all ever seen Tales of the Hood, that crazy thing, that crazy K, scene in Tales from the Hood, that's what happens like a lot of times. So not with all of them, because some people they can just do that, be murderers or killers and sleep good at night. It doesn't bother them at all. They just that wicked as hell. They just that cold. But certain times the Most High House might do that, like mess with their conscience like that for to know what they did. But but a lot of times too, that's why it says in Jude, woe to them that go the way they can. But a lot of times too, even still, that's why pride is when one departs from his maker, man. But that pride, because notice that if y'all ever seen Tales from Hood, that crazy can't see, it was his pride that wouldn't let him repent. Like so that's is what it is. But yeah, man. But that's just let's look at this too, because it says he shall be a fugitive, and it says and Nicanor was a fugitive servant, and spiritually, what you call him? Well, Cain was a servant, man. Let's look at this in Maccabees one more time, man. Second Maccabees 8:35. It says, and he was through the help of whom the Lord brought down by them, of whom he had made least account. Putting off the glorious apparel, discharging his company, he became a fugitive servant through the midland unto Antioch, and having very, very great dishonor, for he that host was destroyed. So even how was even Cain dishonored, man? Because listen, he was a son of the Most High Yahweh, the son of God, Adam. He was Adam's son, man. You could have had a glorious apparel, man. Because remember, after Adam and Eve tried to cover themselves, the Most High put on a tunic. He put on them beautiful garments, and like more like just the physical garments, spiritual garments. He covered their sins. So, and also, you don't think he taught Abel? They taught Cain and Abel, but he lost that glorious apparel because he was wicked. He didn't want to follow the Most High Yahweh. So you can look at it in that aspect. But he's a servant because John 8:34. This is how he was a servant as well, because he was a fugitive and also he was a servant, man. But John 8, chapter 34, it says, and Yahshua answered them, saying, I say unto you, whosoever committeth sin is a servant to sin. So yeah, just like Nicanor became a fugitive servant, so was Cain, man. He was a fugitive servant unto sin, man. So that's just what it is, man. So that's really, let's get this in Jude, man. And never repented for it, man. And also too, and that's why that with that too, like don't take like the Peter says the Most High Yahshua's grace for a cloak of maliciousness and because a lot of times too, man, just don't roll dice or throw a Hail Mary on it, man. Because listen, and also too, man, the Most High Yahshua is not doesn't have to forgive anybody, man. It doesn't at all. But just due to their mercy, sometimes they'll have mercy on who they have mercy on. So because listen, man, because a lot of times with certain people, man, it is too late to repent. It's like, all right, because a lot of times too, people are like, yeah, can somebody do that? Repent at the last man, the Most High Yahshua preserve him and forgive him for the kingdom. Yeah, that's up to them, because like Second Ezra says, he's the ultimate judge. But also too, man, certain people was like, yeah, you're kind of done already. So it's like, yeah. So Jude chapter 1 verse 11, it says, woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain, and ran greedily after the heir of Balaam for war, and perished in the gainsaying the cord. So yeah, that's is what it is too, man. Yeah, the way it came, being you don't even have to physically murder your brother or murder somebody, but just it hit him in your heart and never repent for it, man. So that's just what it is, man. So yeah, hopefully it's edifying, man, for y'all brothers and sisters. So yeah, peace. My day was all thrown off, man, but it's all good. Kind of woke up late, and that's all good, man. But still can enjoy the rest of this day because it's not over, man. So hopefully the Most High Yahshua blesses y'all day. Much love to y'all, man. So out there going to showing love and kindness to one another, man. It's good to check and hear from your peoples, man, too. Reach out to your peoples, man, loved ones. I gotta do more of that, especially in the word, man, because that's just what it is. But hopefully it's edifying, man. So peace.